family, welcome back to Shanika's Love Talk Show. I am so happy to be here with you for yet another day. Today we will be talking about a very interesting topic, so stay tuned. For those of you who are new here, welcome to the family. Know that I love you and I respect you so much. That's the reason why I'm making videos that can educate you in your life and help you to have a better future. So let's go without further ado.
Pretty little black skin girl.
So I made this video today because I wanted to talk to my young women, young girls, young women, or women in general. One advice I would give to you: before you start hunting, before you start putting yourself out there, before you start seriously dating to find a permanent man or a soulmate, or to find a husband, to find a boyfriend or someone that you can share your life with, one of the things you should focus on is actually your education. And the reason why I'm saying that you should focus on your education is because it is very, very, very important when it comes to your freedom, when it comes to the person you will be and all these things. Because at the end of the day, you finding your partner is an A plus. If you find that special someone when you're young, that is an A plus. However, do not allow that person to interfere with your goals or your dreams. Do not allow your love for that person to interfere or to put your life, your goals on hold. And I'm not speaking about men in a negative manner. I'm speaking about a woman building her life, building her self-esteem, and also putting things in place for her future, so just in case something were to happen, she can stand alone or she can move on. So let's say, for instance, you end up in an abusive relationship, you can always leave. If you end up in a relationship where someone is cheating on you or they're treating you badly or poorly, you can choose to leave instead of you having to, stay there and be upset and be angry for the rest of your life and age too fast, or get depressed and those type of things. Instead of you doing all these things, you already have things set up for your future and for your life, so you can always move on or you can always leave. And besides, it puts more worth to you as well. You will be valued way more, and I'm just going to explain that a little more. One of the very mistakes that a lot of young women make, a lot of us, we have our kids out of wedlock. We have our kids too fast. When I say we have our kids too fast, I basically mean in the beginning of the relationship, before we even got to know the person. Another thing that a lot of us women, we do, we commit ourselves to men who are not committed to us. So you're just dating this guy and you're dating him exclusively to the point where you're not dating anybody else, you're not checking out anyone else, you're not looking at his behavior, and even if his behavior is bad, you're still sticking out and thinking that you should or you can change him. Your job is not to change a man. Your job is to find a man who can love you and respect you with his actions and his words. Your job is not to stick around a guy and help him to change or wait for him to change 20 years down the line. That is not your job, women. Young girls, that is not your job. Your main goal in life as a young girl, as a woman, is to find out what is your purpose. Find out your true purpose, and once you find out your true purpose, work towards mastering it at a level whereby you can control your hands. You can control your own life. You can say what goes on in your life or what doesn't go on in your life. So nobody can't come and take advantage of you, and you just have to sit down there because you have no money, you have no car, you have no say, there's nothing that you can do to make someone respect you. That is really, really bad. So you have to make sure that you set your life up in a place, in a position, put yourself in a position where you are the most important for a number of years in your life. All right. I have seen way too much women with potential stick around waiting for a man to change. I have seen way too many moms, way too many women advise a young woman to stay in a relationship with a guy just because she chose him first, just because he was the first option when she was searching. Because he was the first option or the first person that liked you and the first person that you dated, that does not mean that he's the one God intended for you to marry or settle with. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us young women, we get trapped in relationships just because, and a lot of us, oh, we don't want to be seen with different men and we don't want our name on the road. I'm not saying that you should go out prostituting yourself, but at the end of the day, you should also respect yourself enough to know that you are valuable and someone should not be taking advantage of you. You should not be sitting down there taking any sort of abuse, emotional, physical, mental, it doesn't matter, spiritual. You should not be going through any sort of abuse in a relationship. If you're not comfortable and you're not happy, you don't feel like you deserve this, there's no reason for you to stay in such a relationship just because. Because I will tell you something, a lot of people, they will advise you to stay, but they are not in your situation, and you know what is best for you in your situation. Never allow someone to give you advice only on their perspective. You should receive advice from people, but you also have to use it in the best way that it works for your situation. So if I know a couple and they've been together for a while, let's say, and I'm just talking about women right now, I'm not talking about men. So men, please don't come for me in the comments. I'm just talking to my young ladies. So you've met a guy when you were young and those type of things. You all have kids now and you want to get married. He doesn't want to get married. Worst of all, he cheats on you. Maybe he does things with other people in your face. And am I going to encourage a young lady to stay in such a relationship? No. Why? Because it is not good for her and it's not good for her children. It's not something that someone should be proud to stay in just to keep a man. Sometimes being single women is much safer than actually being in a relationship that you're so unhappy with yourself that you feel like giving up. I have seen so many girls, so many young women with potential, excellence. They can go so far, and just because of a man, just because of love, quote unquote love, just because of respect, they allow one person to come into their lives and their entire life goes down the drain because of the choices that they took and also because of the things that they allowed. Do not allow someone to treat you less than you want to be treated. So you have to value yourself enough to know this is what I stand for, and if you're not willing to do these things, I am willing to walk away. Do not be afraid and say, oh, he will leave and go. Okay, he'll leave and go if you do these things. If you stand up for yourself, he'll leave and go. If you decide you're not having intercourse before marriage, he'll leave and go. If you decide you don't want to fornicate, he'll leave and go. If you decide you want to get a job or you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, he will leave and go. All these things you do, he will leave and go. You put weave on, he'll leave and go. You put sexy clothes on, he'll leave and go. Whatever it is you do, he will leave and go. Put that in your mind, alright? You're so afraid of him leaving you. You're so afraid of being alone. The only thing you're worrying about is he will leave you and he will go. Well, sweetheart, let me tell you, the truth is he already left you because he is actually fornicating. He's actually disrespecting you on the street every single day. So you still do not have him. So it's better you lose him and keep your sanity and build yourself, become a confident woman, and that way you will find the right man who will respect you so that you can live a happy and fulfilled life. I'm not going to say that you will not have any issues, you will not quarrel or anything, but don't stoop to conquer with someone who doesn't want to respect you or someone who doesn't want to stoop to conquer to make you happy. Don't sit down there and feel just because I have to stay. No, I'll tell you the truth. Just because of what is going on, you need to leave. or you do not need to settle. So start thinking that way. Start valuing yourself more so that you can be valued more. The more value you put on yourself, the more people will respect you. If someone realizes that they can get away with yanking your hair in your head, then they can also get away with trimming you while you're asleep. They can also get away with spraying things on your head and turning it into a different color that they know you do not like. Because why? You seem weak and you appear weak. But if they notice that from the get-go you set standards, you said no touching my hair, and if you touch my hair, then I will not be talking to you again, because my hair is my most valuable, treasure on part of my body. It really makes me feel good. And you said I don't want you to be touching my hair, and then this person tries you the first time and they touch your hair or they do something that offends you, and you really stand up for yourself, or you walk away, or you put that person in a position where they feel the pain, that person will not dare to do that again. Because you have shown that you respect yourself enough to put yourself out of an uncomfortable situation just because somebody feels like they can play a game on you. This is how you have to think about yourself. This is how much you have to value yourself. So don't just sit down there saying, oh well, maybe if I stick around he will come around, he will change. No, he will not change, sweetheart. You're the one who has to change. You're the one who has to make the change. So don't just sit down there and allow anyone to steal your joy and your future and have you in a bubble whereby you do not feel respected. Because at the end of the day, respect starts with you, honey. So as a young lady, try your very best to thrive for yourself. Try your very best to build a future for yourself. Focus on your career. Focus on putting some money in your bank, or building a house, or getting an education. So when you finally find that special man, he will value you the way you're supposed to be treated. He will value you like a queen, and he will not be treating you like an option and doing things in your face because he realized that, oh, you can do it, or maybe you don't have a job, or you don't have certain people there for you, so he can just treat you however he wishes. So young ladies, sex can wait, men can wait, kids can wait, marriage can wait, but you know what cannot wait? And you know what will not wait? What you will not get back? Your years, your youthful years that you could have placed into creating such a great and bright future for yourself and setting standards for yourself. That cannot wait. And there are certain times when you've gone so far that even if you start and try to put standards or build standards, people still don't take you serious. So that is the reason why you should start from the beginning. Start from when you are young, putting things in place for yourself so that you can be respected and you can attract the right men who will respect you and will ultimately treasure you. Not only wife you up and cheat on you, or wife you up and give you kids and then forget about you or disrespect you. They will wife you up and they will treasure you until the last, because they know that they have gotten something good, and they know that they cannot play around and do nonsense. I really hope that I was able to help somebody here today. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. My beautiful people, I love you all so much. Welcome to the Love Talk Show, Shanika's Love Talk Show. So you can post down and say, love you, Shanika, because I love you all too. If you have any comments or anything that you want to talk about, you can always place that in the comment section and I will reply to it as soon as possible. Don't forget to share this video with any young girl out there struggling and wondering if her relationship is worth it, or if she should be taking chances or risking herself right now for a man. Sweetheart, you're young. I'm not saying that this is not the one for you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't fall in love, but at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you secure yourself first and your future. So just in case, no one can take advantage of you. Alright? I'll see you all next time. I love you.
Pretty little black skin girl.